Alrighty, frienderinos. I went ahead and talked myself off of SP again, and that's all I needed to do.
Okay, let's get back to exploring.
I agree, let's just keep going, because I know I'm over-leveled, and as much as I'd rather care about the details to some degree or another, I don't need to, and that's just a fact. It's 20 levels over-level. I don't need to worry about it. That's a good question,
huge. I didn't realize such a gigantic place existed here.
I'm pretty sure that this was not in the original at all. Well, actually, yeah, there was a grappling point or two, at least one earlier in the dungeon as well. And that certainly is a Royal Edition too, because the grappling hook itself is one. But this is the first big boy. This is definitely new, as opposed to the original version of the Mementos dungeon in, like, the base version of Persona 5. I don't remember anything like this in the original game. And I'm glad. Like, I was afraid that there wouldn't be anything new here, which would be really weird to me, because there was definitely some big additions to every single dungeon so far. And while a few of them are questionably, like, good additions, like, frankly, I feel like the way that they tweaked, the only thing I can really think of that I don't like is, I feel like there was some other things I found annoying about it, but I was about to say everything they changed about Okumura's dungeon, but I really just think it's mostly the Okumura boss fight itself. I feel like there was also some things that they changed that I wasn't too keen of in the dungeon itself. I feel like they made it... Okumura's dungeon is absolutely my least favorite, which is a shame because aesthetically I think it's beautiful, but yeah, it's a really annoying dungeon to me. It's the absolute most annoying. And it was in the original too. And the boss fight was always annoying too, but then, like, they made it so much more... Like, they made it pretty dangerous, especially for you being the level that you're expected to be. You have to basically have pretty specific types of personas, or you're fucked for that fight. That's like the only one, too, in the whole goddamn game. Like, it's the only boss fight that I remember having a lot of trouble with, except for Shido's. And I think now I'm not gonna have trouble with the rest of the game. I'm too over-leveled. I guess we'll see about that, probably mostly in... I have a feeling that I'll still be challenged by Kasumi's dungeon, but I have no idea what the levels or difficulty is going to be like there. So, we'll see about that. But yeah, generally, I'm excited about seeing more Royal Editions because, like I've said a few times already, I've only played Royal specifically before this playthrough, of course, up to... I feel like towards the end of Shido's dungeon, or maybe even the beginning of it, don't quote me, I feel like it's either or, I feel like it might have been towards the end, I don't remember. But yeah, this is definitely past where I was, because I know I was still in Shido's dungeon. I don't remember quite where I was, but yeah. So, I'm excited to see what this is all about, basically, to end that tangent there that went in a lot of directions, but welcome to just being a Durgan, being myself.
Is this where everyone's treasure is held? Yeah, that should be the case.
But this ominously bizarre air about it. It almost feels like a temple of sorts. Although...
Look, there's no point freaking out now. Come on, let's go.
I believe... Wait! Ooh. Yeah. Ooh. Yeah, definite. I'm pretty sure this cutscene was never there before. Wait, is this the actual depths? We'll see. Is this like a new floor that was added, or was this there before? And also, is this the final destination here, or not? I feel like it is. I'm not sure if it looks the same as it used to, though. But yeah, I think we actually made it. I wasn't expecting to already be... I wasn't expecting that to be the last save spot, but it looks like it is. Is that the bottom? It has to be. Let's go. Man, something weird about this game is why they choose certain lines to be voice acted and certain ones to not be. Like, which ones do you choose there? I mean, I guess they have a budget, and I just really wonder what goes into deciding which lines to voice, because sometimes it feels odd which ones are voiced and which ain't. But I guess that also comes down to personal preference, like what's important to you might not be important to someone else to have voiced. So that makes a lot of sense, I guess, in that way. But it also might be more universal than I'm thinking it is in general, but I don't know, man. At the bottom, it has to be. Let's go. Okay, so how do we go? All I can do is look over the ledge. Okay, this way. Wait. Okay, no. Okay. I thought there was like a way up there, like a sneaky... I'm pretty sure there isn't a seed down here. And I think that's because the jealousy seed, the one you can buy from... I mean, like, why else could you buy those from Jose, right? I have a feeling that... I think you just found one of them earlier. I think that's the Mementos, will seed, so... Hopefully. The depths of Mentos is likely what awaits us down there. Are you ready to descend, Joker? Fricky, I just hope that I am, like, ready. Like, I definitely could be thinking more about my stuff than I am, but I'm probably overthinking the shit out of it because I'm 20 levels over level, that I might be fine regardless. So unless I get fucked here anyway, I am not going to care about the details right now because I'm probably over leveled enough that I don't need to worry about them. Let's go. Let's hope so. Let's see.
The hell?
Look at how many there are. Are these all prison cells?
Indeed.
And what's that thing in the middle?
Yeah, this really is similar to the aesthetic of the jails in Strikers, and while I never got very far into Strikers, I mean, I got about as far as y'all saw in that, you know, like the videos that I've uploaded. I was trying to do simultaneous series, but that's a lot of energy, and I don't want to upload sparingly. So what I want to upload every series I have consistently. I do not want to leave one hanging. So what I intend to do is I intend to one at a time for now until I really just get to be more of a machine about this and be able to definitely add another one. And that also just requires a lot of, you know, gradual changing of a lot of my life habits right now, which is, you know, what I'm in the process of doing. And once I know I'm able to do it, then I will. At the moment, though, just one series at a time, just because I do not want to leave people hanging like I did there. I want to be consistent about every series I'm doing, which is why I postpone Strikers for now. And I don't intend to start multiple series at a time until I feel very confident in being able to add another one. And I have a feeling I will intuitively understand when I can pull that trigger at this point, because I'm more aware of my limits in regards to this stuff right now. Welcome to Durgan Rambles. It's just
Whatever
necessary
it is,
right
it looks
now.
disgusting.
One of these days I'll probably have less of the Durgan Rambles, but like, at the moment, these videos are an extremely powerful outlet for me, where I can say everything that I feel like I need to say and that I want to say without anyone judging me, without anyone trying to give me advice, without anyone clearly not listening, whatever the hell, right? Like, no one's gonna be there to make me feel bad about what I'm saying in any way. And that way I can get everything off my chest, and I just feel so much lighter by the end of each of these videos. So, at this point I've decided to give no fucks at all about how much I'm rambling. And then just cut it out later if I have the energy to edit. And if I don't, then I'll just upload them, because the absolute goal is consistency first. Because that is my biggest challenge with doing anything. Anyway.
There are no other passages leading out of this room. It appears this is our final destination. The depths of Mementos.
Indeed.
In that case, is the treasure of Memento somewhere in here?
That should be the case.
I think you're right. I've never been here, but I can sense it. There's no mistaking that presence. If we get rid of it...
We're gonna hug.
If we get rid of it, the public should come to its senses.
But something that large will be impossible to carry out of here.
We just gotta make it disappear, right? If we can't move it, then we'll just have to destroy it.
Yeah, that will work.
Once we do that, the entire metaverse is going to disappear, right? This is finally it.
Except, remember guys, every time you've been right at the treasure before, there's always been a boss fight. I just noticed that the Phantom Thieves are like, hey, yeah, we can just steal this treasure. But then that's never how that works. They seem surprised by the boss fight, usually. it's kind of silly at this point in the game, especially because at this point in the game. Actually, wait, no. The final boss is like after this whole sequence, right? I think. We'll see.
Oh, I guess it's no surprise.
I remember we fight a big boy here, and then there's another big boy we fight later. I think, unless that's not quite it. We'll see. I know there's something about waking up in your mind jail thing later, and I don't remember exactly when that happens. It also might be changed or added to some degree in this game, and I don't need to remember, I just need to get there anyway, so...
That thing isn't gonna sit back and let itself get destroyed.
Even the inmates are starting to liven up.
I don't need to get there, but it'd be great to.
They're planning
I'm
something.
pretty sure I can.
That must mean this thing's gotta be the treasure. He saved us the trouble of checking it.
By the way, one random thing I need to get off my chest since I decided that's part of these videos. And I do feel a little bad about rambling so much about myself, but I need it right now. And again, I'm just kind of enjoying what's going on here. I don't have too much to add to it other than what I've already added to it. And also, this is just a badass moment here, and I think it speaks for itself. But, I just, you know, this is what I want to do with my life. And right now, I'm still living with my parents. And every day I wake up and I'm anxious because I'm still not making money, and my dad's retired, and we're kind of losing a little bit of money every month. We have a lot saved up, but I'm just afraid that what I want to do with my life is not going to be facilitate what is needed forever. I'm just hoping that I can, before anything dire happens financially or what have you, with my situation, I will be making money. I'm hoping for fun. Not, if not here, just in some other endeavor that I choose to do, and not a job. Because at the end of the day, I despise the very fucking idea of doing something I hate, or even, like, not even just hate, just something I'm not passionate about with most of my life. I have too little energy for that. I'm a very highly sensitive person, and my experience with real jobs in the past, because, you know, I'm 26, I tried to have normal jobs. I tried to go to college. Neither of them, I despised it so much that I decided I would never ever go back. And I'm going to stubbornly figure out how to make a living that I want, not just make a living. And I fucking refuse to play the game most people play and just fucking waste their lives doing something I don't want just because money. I fucking refuse. And I have the choice right now because my parents are still able to financially support me, but, you know, not forever, so I'm anxious. But that anxiety can be turned into excitement to drive me to continue to make stuff, and that's what I'm doing. And I'm just hoping that I can make something out of this. And the thing is, I know I'm making it hard on myself too, because I'm not gonna ask for subs. I'm only going to, you know, I'm only going to, like, bring up anything about, like, a Patreon or anything, like, to any real degree other than just kind of rambling right here. When people start asking, hey, can I support you? Then I'll be like, hey, yeah, you can, here's a blog, you know? Because I'll know I'll have the support then. I don't want to ask for it when no one's clearly wanting to give it to me, because that seems wrong, morally wrong to me, and it kind of pisses me off when I see people doing that. Like, I'm actively making it hard on myself to make money because I don't fucking want to make money primarily like most people do. I want to do what I want primarily. I want to do what I love primarily. That's also why I say fuck college and fuck normal jobs, because I don't want to make money primarily. That's what all that stuff's for. I want to live, I don't want to do what I want primarily, and also make money. And I will find out how. I will do it. Anyway. It must mean this thing's gotta be the treasure. They saved us the trouble of checking.
Hold on. Something's off.
Was that voice acted?
That must mean
Oops, yep. Oh well. Rambled so hard that I forgot
Cheetos
here's
the
a head
masses
voice.
are allowing themselves to be held captive here.
Indeed. Yeah, and I think that's a huge metaphor for how a lot of people don't think for themselves. Which is kind of what I'm talking about here. I think I resonate with this game so much because of how much I resonate with its message, you know. I've talked on this before. Messages. I do believe there are several good life lessons in this game if you look for them.
Could they truly be operating this
In every
gigantic
Persona
system
game.
that
I think that's
eliminates
part of the
intruders
point
on
of
its
them,
own?
as far as the creators are concerned, and I love that. Do more of this with video games. It's powerful, it's transformative, it's positive, it's lovely, it's wonderful. God damn it, I love video games.
Prison guards and soldiers were very organized, too.
I love Makoto's deductions. God damn it, when Makoto's being smart, it makes me fucking horny. I love her.
Are you trying to say that someone else rules this place?
What was that?
We don't have time to worry about that. Leave it for later.
Alright, guys. We better not lose now.
Heck yeah, let's do it, Morgana. But yeah, I'm just gonna keep doing what I love for a living, just letting my passion shine. And if I need to do something other than that
Let's
in order
hurry
to
up
make
and
ends
destroy
meet,
this
I will.
thing.
But right now,
Everyone,
the ends are
give it your
meeting,
all.
kinda barely, and mostly, you know, because of my parents' past efforts, but they're still meeting right now. And thus I still have the choice to not give a fuck about anything else but what I want to do and the people that I love. And that is what I'll do right now, as best as I can, and I'll keep shifting my passive time spendage into active time spendage, figuring out and continuing to push out stuff and learn and do and be and just do what I love. Just keep learning how to do that and get more eyeballs and get more traction and etc. But in the way that I want and not trying to use any trick that I've learned from other people. I want to just do what I want to do and also make money. I refuse to even use all the normal, like, YouTube stuff. So of course it's gonna be really fucking hard to do this the way that I want, but there's no other fucking way for me. I fucking refuse to go with grain and go with the general way of doing things, because I think it's fucking bass-ackwards and wrong, and just I'm going to prove to people, the world, and show people and inspire people to do what they want first. Because it's possible. People are held back by fear. That's why people end up being miserable. They're held back by fear from doing what they want. I refuse to let myself be. And I think I'm in a unique and powerful position to not be held back by fear because of everything in my situation, and just also mentally how I am. And thus I think that's part of my purpose, is to inspire people to do what they love, because at the end of the day, regardless of whatever else happens in my life and whatever people say, I'm gonna return to doing what I love. I don't give a fuck. And I wish, what am I saying? I kind of wish that I could just be less of what other people are probably going to frown upon in a good few ways. But I know that I don't think I'm a bad person, and that my goals are, to a degree, noble and not entirely selfish, and certainly not goals that involve stepping on other people's toes. So why the fuck am I afraid? It's because I don't know if it's gonna work. But that fear can be turned into uncertainty, and that fear can be turned, it's the fear of uncertainty, it can be turned into excitement is what I mean. And again, I'm probably gonna ramble about this a lot this episode, because it's really a thing in my brain right now. I'm really doubting myself. It took me a while to work myself up to recording today, because I'm afraid that this won't go anywhere, and I really need it to go somewhere. I really feel like I do anyway. And, you know, it's also comforting to know that maybe I don't absolutely actually need this video or this channel to go somewhere, because I might learn something about myself at least. It might help me work on stuff. And I'm still 26. Like, as much as the world can feel like, by 26 you should have everything figured out. Most people say you don't until your 30s anyway. So until I'm 30, I will, you know, not decide I need to have everything figured out at all, even close. And I have a feeling that by the time I'm 30, I will have made a living. I will have started to make a living the way that I want. Because I've been pushing for about 4 years. Because I've been pushing this whole year and I'm 26 and I'm about to turn 27, but, you know.
Alright, let's do it!
Rivers in the desert! Alright.
Something else.
And it's strong. Don't do it. I don't know. It's trial and error time.
Alright.
There.
Normal damage. I have a feeling most things are just gonna do normal damage, excuse me. Or crit's a thing. I'll keep figuring out.
Persona! Just look for their weakness. Feel my rage!
Also, this is the same song that we fought Shido with.
Persona!
Interesting, right? I wonder if there's like a thematic reason for that. And I'm pretty sure this was not the boss theme until Shido, but don't quote me on that. I wonder why this is like the end game. Pretty sure that's what this is. Like the last two bosses of the original one. No, last three. Spoilers. Anyway.
Just look for their weakness.
Guard. Do I want to guard? No, I want to do something. I kinda doubt there's a weakness.
Don't do anything
Figuring it out. Wait, hold on.
Something else.
I've hit it with mirror. Oh, never mind.
do anything
It's not physical. That's a question mark. It's guns. Shoot bang. Do I have any like gun skills? Because I'd rather use those because they do more damage than just normal shoot bang. Also, I feel like if I'm gonna do shoot bang, it should be someone that ain't Joker, because Joker has so many other tools in this game. I'll do Psycho Force, I guess. I kind of fucking doubt. If it's the look of Psycho Force is really cool. I like that. I really like the fact that all of those uniquely named, like, high tier versions of elemental spells, elemental whatever you would call them in this game. I'll just call them elemental spells. They have unique like visuals to them. Really cool. Alright. Did I already do win? No. That's right. I did Miracle Punch last time. Wow. Okay. Yeah. Okay. I can just keep doing this for this phase at least. Because I have a feeling. I feel like this is a multi-phase boss. Okay. I guess I'll just charge and have him do God's Hand. Oh, never mind. I've charged. So. By him. Nice.
Holy Grail?
Yeah, I remember this now.
What was that?
What are you doing to our Holy Grail? That's right. The Holy Grail will never perish.
Don't tell me. Are the inmates giving it their strength?
Damn it! This is never gonna end!
It seems hopeless if there are this many inmates supporting it.
You fools, human, yet wishing to eradicate the desires of humanity.
Who's that?
Repent!
The treasure's talking.
I am revered as the granter of dreams for all who behold me. A being most commonly known as the Holy Grail.
The Holy Grail.
The prison of regression is representative of the collective desires of humanity. They wish to be chained down, surrender their cognition, and neglect the world around them. These feeble-minded common folk will make your social reform all for naught.
And see, even me, I know that you could probably say that a lot of my focus is on these same kind of things, just kind of shutting out the world and doing what I want, but not, I feel like, to the degree that a lot of people do, I feel. Because I still want to make a difference in the world. I don't want to just keep my head down and do whatever I want just for me. I want to do it because there's so many other people that are suffering because of the systems that we're in. And I want to show people that these systems are not necessary. And also just, entertain and bring joy and love and comfort and validation and other things that this kind of content has done for me. And it's very special to me, which is why I make this stuff. But yeah, like, I am aware that, there's just this idea, that I think there's just a lot of social norms that just continue to feed the underlying problems in society and, like, environmentally and all sorts of things. And most people don't try to do anything about them. But more and more and more and more are. And I think a lot of it is because of works like this, but also just, people with more voices that are like, hey, do something, speak up, work, Like, I'm doing what I can here right now. Because all I know is that I'm passionate about doing this. And I'm passionate about it being a platform for more than just entertaining people. It's also a platform for speaking about things that I think are absolutely needed to be heard, or absolutely important, and etc. So
The shared heart of the masses has fallen into an excess of indolence and transformed into a prison.
Either way, this channel's about doing what I want, and saying what I need to say, and saying what hopefully other people will feel that they needed to hear at some point. No matter how many other people that is. And also entertaining, And that's another part of it.
Thus, the only suitable
This is just where I get to be myself.
To perish within the prison they wish
no one else,
themselves.
no one gets to immediately shit on me for it. And when people do, I can literally choose to not even read comments.
Get ready. Here it comes.
Hell yeah!
And this allows me to be my best self here, because what keeps me from doing that the most is fear of judgment. Because that shit hurts, and I've had a lot of being judged in my life, being ridiculed, and etc. And even everyone close to me in my life right now, while I love them, of course, they're great people, I just feel like everyone in my life right now has a tendency to judge me, and I'd just rather not let that happen. I'd rather just not be judged. So here I am, and I just make these videos and put them up, and say whatever the hell I want in them, and don't worry about whether people think it's bullshit or not, or whatever the fuck. Because goddamn, that's therapeutic for me. And then that way I usually end up being a more pleasant person, I usually end up being more joyful, I usually feel like I'm better able to be exactly what other people want me to be. Interestingly enough, well, I go ahead and dump everything I want to be right here. And put it out there so that I can still be this way, and still reach people this way, the way that I am, and, with less of the fears I have about it being realized. It's powerful, and I'm so grateful for YouTube as a platform because of that. But I know I need to grow out of this fear eventually. Grow out of letting it control me, I should say. Because I probably need to be realistic and realize, I've started to really understand this, that trying to make it all go away not only isn't going to work, it's literally the wrong way to think about self-improvement. Because the people that get out there and do what they love every day, and just keep doing it, and just keep doing it, and just keep doing it, and never quit, which is exactly what I want to do. They don't have no fears. They've just learned how to not let them control them. So, I mean, hell, every single creative person you ever fucking hear in an interview will talk about this usually, because it's that important to realize. It can seem like they're fearless, but no, they've just learned what to do with their fears and keep going. Exactly what I want. Exactly what the fan thieves are doing right now. Just like, alright, well, let's keep fighting this thing. I don't give a fuck how many people are fusing. We're gonna kill it anyway.
Damn that thing! Let's break it for sure this time!
Heck ye, Futaba.
Let's go.
Did murder. I probably need to do things other than Psycho first. Yeah, especially, yeah, less damage for sure. It's got to be Midiara.
Let's go.
Just have her keep topping off people. And next time I get the Joker, I'll do something real crazy. I'll just, as for Ryuji, I'll just keep Charge God's handing with him. Sorry guys, I know you want to just coast through life, but that's not how it works. So we're gonna make you not. Sorry.
No.
Hell, I don't even
Did it
coast through
heal
life
again?
anymore. Some people might look at me and think I do, but they don't fucking get it. Some people might, like, if people learn about my situation, like, 26, still living with parents, I mostly am on the computer all day, people will look at that and think, oh, he just doesn't have any drive. No, quite the fucking opposite. I just have drive in things that I want to do and not whatever society wants me to do. It's a big difference, and it's better for you and society. For more and more people to do what they want, and not what society tells them. If society tells you to do something and you want to do it, go ahead, do it. That's why I try to be generally kind. Society wants you to do that too, and I actually agree with that. But as far as for getting a normal job and going to college and all that bullshit, fuck that. Anyway.
We can't lose! Keep attacking! Huh? Wait, it's color. If I knew their affinity. Just look for their weakness.
My heart is a furnace. I'm selling my word of conflict. One goes what keeps me going.
Alright, what if I started doing Concentrate Megidola, or that
I'm ready, but I'm ready.
damage-wise?
Persona!
Maybe I'll start to concentrate whatever else skill, even the ones not on that persona, because I'm pretty sure that'll still work.
Just say the word.
I kind of doubt this thing is critable at all. I'm not sure how that works though.
Finish you.
I have a feeling it's literally just there's no chance of
My
critting
persona!
this boss at least. I have to look that up. Like, is that a thing? Like, there's just no chance of critting bosses. I have no clue. Anyway.
Ready, Joker.
I feel like that might be the case, but I also feel like that's wrong. Or at least you could crit past bosses. But maybe not this one, I don't know. Yeah, just, as far as Ryuji's concerned, just keep doing this. Because, yeah, that's a lot of damage.
That sheen. Let it last for Oh, not again!
See, when that woman said, oh, that sheen, let it last for all eternity, I think what you could interpret from that, or at least what I'm interpreting from that right now, is, like, it's very, the idea of not having to think for yourself, which I think is generally what this represents, at least one of the things it does. It's very, it is comforting, let's be entirely frank. Even to me, Almost especially to me, it's comforting. You know why? Because I've always been the kind of person that thinks for themselves and realize the pain of that when most people don't. Anyway.
I knew it. Every time that thing heals, its color changes.
Indeed. By the way, how's my battery? Still 3. Nice.
It's time.
Wait. Color changes.
Persona!
It's no. Hold on. Thank you, Futaba. Good hint. Hold on. It's red, so what if I... Where is she? Where's Sibylle? Because I know she has their...
Sibylle!
That one does. Sibylle. Okay, that's how you pronounce that. Thanks, Joker, for correcting me.
You're mine.
I like to know how to pronounce things correctly. Okay. I have a feeling its weaknesses are changing, although maybe that's literally just whatever it's gonna attack with. It's probably gonna attack with fire.
What's the plan? Persona! Out of our way! Wait! Hold up! It's gonna get totally healed again! No fair! This is cheating!
Yeah, I think it literally just... We need to do several of these rounds. And by the way, it's gold now. I don't think it was gold before. Like,
If this is really how people feel, there's no way we'll be able to steal their hearts. We've come here for nothing. This is horrible.
You imbeciles are intoxicated by an undesired justice. This is the will of the children of man who have fallen into sloth. My shine is proof that they desire my existence.
doesn't that sound kind of like fake Igor? Because, yeah, guess what? Fake Igor is not Igor because he's fake, he's this thing.
As long as humanity
this thing?
yearns for me,
Actually.
I shall never perish.
Is this really what everyone wants? Stop thinking and be guided by the Holy Grail?
We can't accept that.
Yes. It's so frustrating. It makes me want to cry.
Same, Makoto. Again, I really fucking identify with her, which is part of why I love her so much.
But I will never agree.
Hecky, Makoto, me neither.
The humans I look up to aren't like that.
Aw, yeah, like Sojiro, he ain't like this. Well, actually, I don't know about that. I don't feel like he is to the degree that a lot of other people are, but I still think he has a lot of ideas about life that are very limiting. Even now. It's just part of his character, but I feel like less so than before. Anyway.
No matter how painful reality is, it's all over if you don't try to change how things are.
But yeah, my first thought was Sojiro, but who do I look up to that I really feel like is... I want to say deserving of it, that feels unfair to Sojiro, because I think he does deserve to be looked up to. Definitely. I mean, hell, Futaba and Joker are both better off because of him, there's no denying that. They would have been without him. Especially, actually no, it's both of them about equally, because I mean, where the fuck else could have Joker gone if not for Sojiro, right? After this whole thing, his parents deciding, fuck you, or whatever. And then Futaba, you know, like, if she didn't have Sojiro take care of her, fuck, I don't want to even think about it. Anyway.
I'm not the only one who believes that. Everyone here agrees.
Who do I look up to in this game? I feel like there's people I should be like coming to my mind in full force right now, but my brain is like weird. I definitely feel like through their arcs, Takemi, Kawakami to a degree, certainly. The politician guy. I keep wanting to call him Taro, but that's the politician guy from 4, not the one from this game. And yeah, 4 is definitely another game for a lot of reasons I will play on this channel with you.
We don't want to turn back into the people we used to be. That's why we risked our lives coming here. Mona-chan.
Nah.
He's right.
Humanity already wishes for their distortions to be actualized. I am merely the being that will ultimately grant those wishes. Now, it is time I refrain from my place in this world and begin to encroach upon reality itself.
God damn, I love this game. And I love just recording this, and I love doing this. I'm so grateful that I can do this. That I have the tools, and I have the resources, and I have the drive, and I have the brain that gets so much joy from doing this. I'm just in this cozy hammock right now, and I'm soaking it up, and I'm lucky, man. As much as sometimes I feel like I have a short end of the stick in life, most people do, to some degree, feel that way. I've started to realize, regardless of what their circumstances are like and what other people think of their circumstances. You know, the grass is greener, as they say, you know. I think that's kind of a part of the point of this game. This game's kind of exposing the fact that a lot of people think a lot like these people, and it's really good at pointing out why that's not good, and that you should figure out how to not think like this.
Encroach? What is it gonna do? Hey, this doesn't look good!
Actually, it does look pretty good. It's shiny and gold and pulsing blue, and it looks very pretty. Oh, never mind. Oh, okay. Okay. Yeah, I know what you mean.
I've got a bad feeling about this.
Mona, what should we do?
I don't know what you are, but you can't keep arbitrarily deciding all this on your own. Humans aren't all stupid like you say they are!
Indolent, foolish humans, you shall offer your hearts to me. Now, the time for the fusion has come.
Hey, the grounds!
It's vanishing?
Hell no!
I feel like this wasn't exactly how it went before, but it might have been. Yep, there she is. We'll know who she is in a bit.
Who's that?
Interesting. I feel like I couldn't make out any of these words. I wonder if maybe they're Japanese words. I wonder exactly what kind of effects were put on, like, this voice here. That's very fascinating. God, everything that goes into making a game is so fascinating to me, because at the end of the day, games like this turn out so fucking just amazing as far as presentation goes, that it always kind of blows my mind what goes into making these games.
No way. I see. So that's how it was. I remember everything now.